Right, we're back here at Bendigo. Great to be catching up with Duncan and Shaunie after the brilliant win there of Aldebaran Jazmine. Firstly, Duncan, congratulations.
Yeah, no, great to have a 2-year-old filly first start winner, and you know, it's the old story. You breed them at home and you watch them as young ones, and then you hope out of the couple that we keep for genetic reasons that one of them can do the job, and she's done the job tonight. And credit to Brent Lilly and to Tristan Larson. Tristan's driven her all in her track work and right through at home, and they rang me and said the APG finals are coming up in 10 days' time, and they said, what do you want to do? I said, well, if Tristan knows her and knows her well, then let him stay on. So credit to Tristan, and hopefully she can improve a little bit more out of that run and give him a listed race win in 10 days' time.
I think it was a great drive. I reckon he does a great job. The young man, he flies under the radar for a lot of people, but I think it was a great drive. Anthony Butt's in front, walking, lead, walk, win. That's what he's done. Just sat off, didn't even halfway around the home turn, wasn't happy. He just waited, hit the front at the right time and did everything right. So I think hats off to Tristan. He does a great job, and a lot more people should be using the young man because I think he does a great job.
Yeah, I mean, he's driven a lot of my horses or Aldebaran Park's horses and other owners' horses over the time with Brent. And he's been here nearly just over 3 years, I think, Tristan, yeah. And he is an underrated driver, there's no doubt. And but he's very loyal to the farm and very loyal to Brent and to Tracy and the owners that let Brent train for them, and his loyalty pays off, and he's getting some good drives, and he's had plenty of winners, and I know that Jim Connolly loves him driving some of his horses, and he's got a great relationship with the owners, and he's a fine young man, and a credit to his family and his father Kirk down in New Zealand. So, good stock, and you get what you ask for, don't you?
He keeps telling me I need New Zealand, more New Zealand content, so I've got to keep interviewing him, but we'll give him enough of a wrap. This filly that, one, getting a win on the board for a start, that's a great thing from a broodmare point of view, improving the stock, as you say. You've got a couple of features, you've got the APG coming up with her, but what are your main aims for this filly? Do you give her a quiet year this year and look for next year, or keep her racing right through from now on?
We've held her back for a wee while because she's quite, she's got a turn of foot, which we saw again tonight, and she's been trialling reasonably well. So tonight's her fourth track visit, if you like. But ultimately the APG is something we'd like to win. We support APG in their trotting races. We do our non-sale entries, and no credit to APG and Anthony Essex and all the team at APG for putting on the series. And we won it a couple of years ago with Aldebaran Miley and Aldebaran Jensen, and that filly's actually Aldebaran Jensen's half. So, and being out of Encinal, who won an Oaks, and being out of Jarrell, who won an Oaks, and she's by Muscle Hill, so she's very well bred. And hopefully we'll just take it quietly, and I don't decide where they race. That's Brent and Tracy and the team's job, and if they think she's had enough, she's had enough. But she'll race in the APG listed, and then probably have a little break, and then obviously with her winning tonight and winning a couple of trials, we've got reasonably high expectations that she might go reasonably well as a 2-year-old. But ultimately I'd love to have another filly that's racing around at 4, 5 and 6 and putting banking some cash and looking after her at the broodmare barn later on in life.
Just quickly, although who knows, you and I, we don't do quickly very well. Shaunie wants to say something. He's just going to have to wait a little bit longer. Aldebaran Crew unfortunately jumped it off, costing herself making the final the other night, but she goes around on Saturday night on the Inter-Dominion card.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. We spoke after the race, and the one underneath went up the track a bit, and the one on the outside lay down a little bit, so she kind of got pinched in the middle, and she's been bomb-proof for a long time, and so it was very unlike her, and very disappointing to not make the inter-final. You bring them all the way buy them in America and bring them all the way, and you hope that you can at least get to the inter-final. But she apparently worked really well at Albion Park today. She was down the beach later this afternoon, and Chris is very happy with her. And if she could, place in the top 3 in the free-for-all, we'll be pretty happy with the trip, and then she can come back and continue. She'll have a break and then aim up for the good races later in the year and early next year, because with a couple of the good girls retiring out of that senior mares group with I'm Ready Jet and a couple of others, the door's open for her now to put her to step up, and she's been getting better with age, as Chris says, and she's a lovely filly, and being by Chapter 7, who's dominating everything over in the US at the moment, she's going to be a wonderful broodmare and genetic outcross for all the stallions down here.
Aldebaran Zeus steps out on Saturday night. Got to take on the inform on Bobby. He's a great story on Bobby. Eddie Tapp, you and I both known him for a long, long time, and he's having a ball with him. He's going to make it tough for you, old bloke, but he's got a chance again on Saturday night.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to Tracy earlier, and I mean, we'll go back to I'm Bobby, so a Sky Valley dam sire. So Sky Valley just keeps doing the job, as we know, either on the track or with his dam sires now. And then, yeah, Zeus, look, I mean, Zeus has been a wonderful horse, and we're hoping that in the next few weeks he can, at least get over the 600,000, and then he's destined for the Stallion Barn at some stage, and I'll leave that to Brent as to when his last race may be, but it's not next year, put it that way. Yeah. So we'll just let him go around, and if we can, if we have a win, well, we'll deal with that, and if he doesn't win, well, then we'll just try and aim to get him up over 600 k's at 593 now. And when you get 6 in front of your name in a stud book, they can't take it away from you. So it's been a little frustrating, but he's been a wonderful horse, and he deserves a great send off for his last race, whenever that may be. But no, they're very happy with him, and he'll come out pretty quick. And okay, I know I'm Bobby's quick, but maybe they're the first 2 to the peg, so we'll see what happens on Saturday night.
I'll be there. Just very quickly, here at Bendigo, it is a Wednesday night and all the rest. How cool is it? How cool is trotting? There was an art major out of a presidential ball horse in front, trotting along, showing great signs. But not just that, Johnny Yeomans. And he didn't want trotters there a while ago. He's now actually breeding them, and he absolutely loves it.
Yeah, I mean, they've been fantastic breeders at Homestead Farm over the years, and to finally get him into the trotting ranks, we had to brand him to get him in, but no credit where credit's due, and they've got a nice trotter there too, and hopefully he can go to the APG boys division and do them proud and do Homestead Farm proud. They're
doing the race, and I think both of them had a pacing family, so it's actually really cool, and it is so great for trotting. No one would have heard it, but that's just one of the peanuts in the peanut gallery. We won't worry about that. There will be plenty more news coming out. We'll do the stay and service fees and that down the track, but thank you for joining me. Shaunie.
Yeah.
You got to come out. Who's the best race caller? Who is the best race caller in the business?
Lucky!
He gave you a bit of love after the race, didn't he? Hey, he was on to you. Are you going up to Queensland?
Yes.
Looking forward to it?
Yes. me on Saturday night, I'll be laughing.
Well done, mate. What are we? Are we hot to trot?
Hot to trot!
Well done, Dunk. Hot to trot.
Yeah, thanks very much, Paul. And credit to Melinda and Danny at the farm who did all the work with this filly early days. And we can't forget that Mel and Danny that underpin the success that we have on track, and all the trainers and the drivers have ultimately with the horses we race. So to Mel and Danny and all the team at Aldebaran Park, thanks very much. Another winner, and we should all be very proud. And we're hot to trot at Aldebaran Park.
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
Hey,
good on you.
Paul, I done a winner for you tomorrow night.
Who?
Steaming.